backseat with Alan Knockout.
Is that true?
Yes, to land this Mr. Walter Gretzky. How are you, sir?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm still standing beside you.
Wow. Take two. Just go ahead and pinch me. Go on now.
They're craft when 48-foot wooden schooners, the traditional kind.
Hi, I'm Stephanie Beaumont. Welcome to CNB Scene, the show that celebrates all the people, places, and things that make the 4 Atlantic provinces so very special. From Nova Scotia to New Brunswick, Prince Edward Island to Newfoundland and Labrador, we take you to where the action is. And that's where we are tonight, in Halifax, Nova Scotia, for the 32nd Annual Atlantic Film Festival.
We're here! Long arm roll! And ho! And
Yes, indeed, the cast and crew of The Disappeared are here for the world premiere of their film, and we'll join them at tonight's Atlantic Gala, from the pre-party to the red carpet, right through to the post-screening soiree. But make no mistake, while these 6 men are alone at sea, they have every kind of company at the film fest. From adulterous royals...
Our affair would change a nation forever.
...to wrongly accused teens...
Doesn't anybody care about the truth? You put on a nice suit, you tell a nice story, you'll get a slap on the wrist, be released for time served.
You can't be here. Someone sees you and they'll call the police.
...to repentant new fathers.
You only get one shot, Robbie. Just one.
This is for Luke and his old man. Cheers, Robbie.
And a couple of better people.
Do you remember when you first saw him? Where were you earlier?
How?
How many nights have you been at the bar? How many kids do you want? You find this weird?
I'm not normally like this, you know?
Me neither.
More than 150 films will fill the screen and pack the theaters over the 8-day festival, and everyone from movie lovers to filmmakers to industry shapers will gather to celebrate. The AFF team have spent the last year getting ready, and now with the help of a contingent of faithful volunteers, they're ready for action. Leading the crew is Executive Director Wayne Carter, who explained the overall vision for the annual event like this.
You know, it's a film festival for people who really love movies. So the idea is we want you to come, we want you to spend a couple of days with us, but we don't want you to see just one. We want you to see 11. So the idea is make it easy, make it convenient, so you can plan your schedule, you can buy the tickets of the things you want to see, go from one film to the other, and scorch your retinas.
And the parties, which we'll be going to.
And the parties.
Social aspect that's fantastic.
Absolutely. You know, film festival is a huge drain on people's eyesight because, you know, they use their eyes all days to watch the movies, and then, of course, they try to rest them at night, but with parties keep us out till 2, 3 a.m. Right. So by mid-festival, everyone's eyes are looking a little tired.
The great thing about the Atlantic Film Festival, because there are a lot of film festivals, but there's probably not one as unique as this. I mean, the people that come here are very wide in scope.
Well, we're very fortunate because we have 2 conferences that happen that are kind of more industry type conferences that happen during the Atlantic Film Festival. One is called Strategic Partners, and essentially what that conference is all about is bringing filmmakers, film producers from all over the world into a 4-day conference to talk about greenlighting deals. Right. So people talk about, okay, I have this script, I'm really interested, but I need co-producers. So we provide an avenue for people to be able to achieve that. And then we have another conference called Music and Image, where we actually, over the course of several days, we put musicians together with filmmakers. So if you're looking to get your music placed in a film, this is the place where you'd come to potentially make that deal happen. So those are really, really exciting opportunities for us to draw outside of our region, bring people in and, you know, show them what Atlantic Canada is all about. I had a really terrific conversation last night with Rebecca O'Brien, Ken Loach's producer, who was here for our gala opening of the Angel Share. And she told me that she had never been to Halifax before, and she was very excited about actually spending a bit of time going out today because she was thinking that potentially this looked like a great place to shoot a film. So, and that's coming from a UK producer.
Oh my gosh,
it is. Absolutely. So you love it when you hear people say that kind of thing, because Halifax is such a gorgeous city, and you know, and if you're a filmmaker with a filmmaker's eye, you can't help but be bowled over by the way this city looks.
I'm thrilled that The Disappeared is here, and I mean, what a perfect Atlantic movie to feature.
We are very thrilled that The Disappeared is here. You know, the gala is this evening, and you know, I'm not sure we could have had a more appropriate Atlantic gala. Yeah. The film just completely speaks to the region and kind of where we are, and certainly, you know, who we are, a lot of us as a people.
Right.
It's an incredibly good film.
Yeah,
I think people are going to be very pleased with it.
I can't wait. Now, and we're partying with those people, so we'll get to them later. But right now, like, let's just shout out to the Miramichi. Hello, because that's your hometown.
Hey, Miramichi. Yeah, you know, haven't lived there in quite a few years, but yeah, I was originally born in the Miramichi, raised there. So yeah, you know, hometown maritime guy, you know, very, very excited now to be part of the Atlantic Film Festival. It feels tremendous.
And tremendous is the perfect way to describe the Atlantic Film Festival's host hotel. The landmark Lord Nelson Hotel is perfectly situated in downtown Halifax. At the corner of Spring Garden Road and South Park Street, it's across from the beautiful public gardens. There's great shopping and restaurants and theaters just steps away. But inside, you'll be treated to legendary service amidst spectacular decor. Just look at the grand lobby. I mean, from the tile floor to the gorgeous chandeliers, it's all true to the original. And as General Manager Dan Myers tells us, even the ceiling has a story.
Our ceiling is an exact replica of the House of Commons. So there's an emblem of every province.
True?
Every province is recognized, with the exception of one. Now, if you can keep in mind, if you can guess which province is not recognized, bit of trivia. I gave you the clue already.
You get a free year stay at the Lord Nelson Hotel. No, I'm just kidding. What is it?
The
You
hotel
won't
was
tell us?
the
Did
hotel was
people
built in
stand there in the
1928.
Okay.
So there's one province that's not recognized on the ceiling.
I know exactly who it is.
Which province?
Newfoundland and
Very
Labrador.
good. Yes, because they were obviously not part of Confederation at the time.
Thank gosh I got that right.
I'm telling you, it would be embarrassing if you did. We also do have our grandfather clock, our famous grandfather clock over here in the corner that has been in the lobby ticking since the hotel opened in 1928.
That reminds me, it's time to take our first break, but there's still lots ahead, including a one-on-one with the Disappeared's director, Shandy Mitchell. Plus, we'll party with the stars, Billy Campbell, and Labrador City native Sean Doyle. We'll even dole out some free stuff, too, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more See and Be Seen.
1 minute I was in my berth, the next minute I was up to my neck in water.
Hey everybody, I'm Deanne Foley, and you are watching the fabulous See and Be Seen with Stephanie Beaumont. And you could also check out the fabulous movie Beat Down, which I co-wrote and directed, currently at Empire Theaters.
Maybe I could teach you some moves sometime.
I've actually been wrestling since I was like 12.
Ah, so cool! Beat Down stars Martha Bernard from Republic of Doyle, Mark O'Brien too, and Trailer Park Boys star Rob Wells.
I think this might be the best day of my life.
Get to see it when you can. And now we've got to get to a party at Meza Restaurant in Halifax. The pre-screening soiree for The Disappeared is happening with cast and crew and film festival who's who gathered to get set for the big show. Cocktails are poured, the food looks spectacular, and so does the staff.
Manager Stephanie Burry, how are you?
I'm great, thank you. How are you?
I'm great. Well, the Atlantic Film Festival would be nothing without fun and frivolity and parties.
Yes.
And you're hosting one tonight.
We love them. They come every year, and it's always a good time.
Now, this restaurant, it's Mediterranean, but really specialty is Lebanese.
It is. Most of our cuisine is Lebanese. There's a little Mediterranean flair to some items, but mostly Lebanese.
All right, and this is some of the stuff you're serving at the party tonight. What can I try here that's fabulous? Take me through it.
Okay, sure. So everything we make is made here in-house. Our dips, our hummus, and baba ganoush are quite delicious. Nice. We have some veggie kibbeh, meat kibbeh, stuffed grapevine leaves, and the phyllo cheese rolls are always a big hit.
That's what I should go for?
That's what you should go for.
All right, if you're in Halifax, come to Meza Restaurant. It's right on Quinpool Road, very close to the Oxford Theatre, which is where we'll be in mere moments for The Disappeared. I'm going to try it. What is this called? A cheese roll?
Phyllo cheese roll.
Phyllo cheese roll.
They're fantastic. Yeah.
Oh, and there's so much to celebrate as tonight's Atlantic Gala screening marks the world premiere of The Disappeared. Filmed just off the coast of Lunenburg, Nova Scotia, the screenplay was written and directed by Shandy Mitchell. The story tells the tale of a fishing crew who've escaped in two dories after their boat sank on the North Atlantic. What follows is the fight of their lives. Demand for tickets resulted in a second showing at this year's Atlantic Film Festival. Not bad for a first-time feature film director.
And this is the lady. How are you? Shandy Mitchell.
I'm very good. I'm very excited.
Yeah, well, okay, and this is your big night. Now, we've stolen her away. Clearly, there's all kinds of hubbub going on now. But we wanted some quiet space to talk about this very big movie. Because, I mean, they're really flagging it. It was the hottest ticket. It was sold out.
Oh, it's lovely to have that support. I mean, it's also, we're in our hometown, and it's an important, I think, an Atlantic story that touches the heart locally.
Yeah.
But it's also, you know, it's a celebration. This festival is a celebration of doing the impossible, which is making a feature film. And for me to be here this evening with my cast and crew who are seeing it for the first time as well, or my key crew, it is, it's the best place to be.
Yeah, dream come true.
It absolutely is.
Oh, lovely. And the smile, you can tell, the gorgeous smile. Okay, so now let's get right to it. You've got a cast in 2 boats. You've got a crew. You're in the middle of nowhere. Like, take me through a shooting day, Shandy Mitchell. How did you get through it all?
You know, film is about control. We were supposed to plan every detail, and we did. We spent months, myself and my director of photography, Christopher Porter, planning the shots. We had little maquette dories, little models we had bought, and we moved them around and planned every shot. We also designed the technical aspects of how we would work with what we called the raft, 16 by 20 foot, but it only sat about 18 inches off the surface of the water, off the ocean. And we believed that would be our camera platform. We thought we could do it. We're so low budget.
Did the Atlantic cooperate? Because I can't.
Yeah, no.
You had some moments of.
The sea was amazing. You know, we knew we had to surrender to her. You know, you plan and plan and plan, but when we went out there, we knew we were going to have to take what she offered. And she always complied to give us what we needed for the film. And that was some of the magic that was happening out there. My Marine captain, Bill Flower, could come behind me and go, I can't believe this is happening. This is impossible. You are a witch, I think. Because we'd have the fog. We'd need fog for a scene, and we'd have a fog bank coming in against the wind. And it was just, you know, I think we did get help.
Yeah.
I do.
There's nothing for these actors but the great script that you wrote and their incredible ability to deliver it. And that must have been amazing for you.
It was interesting because a lot of people looked at the script early on and said, this isn't a film, this is a stage play. And I kept saying, it's impossible. No, the 7th character is the sea.
Yes.
And it's not at all a stage play.
There's nothing to hide behind.
There's nothing to hide behind. There's no safety. They are completely exposed and vulnerable, and everything that the elements gave them, they personally would be going through. I think of them as fearless. I think of them as fearless following me out to do this film, but also as actors to trust me, to take them to some pretty raw places, and they did it with such spirit and such grace, because we wouldn't have survived out there if we had turned on each other.
And there's no divas. There couldn't have been divas, right? Like
there were no divas.
There was no deli trays out there, Shandy Mitchell.
There were no deli trays. There were no green rooms. There was no place that you were not going back to shore when we left in the morning. We were out there. If you were going to get seasick, you were going to stay with us, and it was going to become part of the script. You know, the green room for the actors was sleeping on the back of the 42-foot Islanders, the safety boats, and you'd look around if there was a lunch break, and they'd be just, you know, perched on the little gunnels of the boats, all fast asleep, and they were happy.
Yeah.
We were all happy.